I am Simran Sheikh and this story belongs to me. It's a story of a Parsi boy who was from who is basically from Mumbai, born and brought up in Mumbai. Uh, as he was growing up, he learned one thing during his childhood days that actually he was not at all interested in females. And he was getting more attracted towards boys rather than towards girls. Because we all go through that age and we all face the same thing that during our early teenagers days we really get attracted to someone. And it was during that time that the boy identified that he was really not attracted towards the girls. That, in fact, that incident, in fact, withdrawed the support which he required from his biological parents, his own siblings. It's basically that boy who later ran away from his house at the age of 14 and a half, entered the streets of Mumbai to do his living. It is not an easy task for any small kid to leave the biological parents, to leave the house at the age of 14 and get out of the house. Despite the hardship and the humiliation which he faced, he still made it in his life. Today, he is a respected um, social activist, or you could say an LGBT activist, focusing and advocating on the trans right as well as people who are living with HIV. Um, and at the same time, he does know that with all the efforts he has done, he would never be able to go back because all these years' effort which he has paid and which he has made for his family and the attempts which he has made for his family says one thing, that you're dead for us. The journey of entering the so-called Kinner community or the Hijra community, that is learning how to drape a sari, growing hair, uh, you know, the skills of begging was a real tough job for that boy. Early age, starting maybe around 17, that is the age when she said that it's okay, I need to go back to my education. And that is the time when she went back to her education. She went back to her education because she wanted to become something in her life. 3 years in a small kid's life is a major thing. She learned so many things while she entered the community, but at the same time, she wanted to do something so that she can become something and do in return for that community away. So she decided to study. She decided to go back to her education, but that was very difficult because while she had left her house at the age of 14, she had nothing except rupees 16 in her pocket. So to identify parents, to identify and go to the school and remove her bona fide certificates and the school living certificates so that she can get herself enrolled in the college was a major task for her, but she managed it by doing it in a duplicate way, by doing it illegally. The illegal was not the motto. The motto was her dedication towards completing her education. So it is during The bar dancing days when she was dancing as a bar dancer. Later on, she entered the sex work industry. It is during from that days till she's now where today. It almost took her almost more than 10 years to really understand what she wanted and what she wanted to become. To understand her identity took her only 2 years. That she was not born in a right body, and that is why she wanted to migrate. But the message what she wanted to give in return took her almost 10 years. The reason why I thought of presenting the story is I didn't want it to gain sympathy. I didn't want it to gain, daya in your eyes, but a formal message that which I learned during my when I was begging on the streets. I remember that time that it is so easy for people to wind up the window of their car or to just say maaf karo. But remember the opposite person who is actually begging. It is so difficult for that person to really raise the hand in front of you and beg. It is not an easy job, believe me. And nobody motivates anybody to actually give money or give arms to anybody. It is, of course, optional and it is your own choice. But at least we can do something to change the society. That motivated me to change what I wanted to do. Um, it is really difficult to face the homophobic and transphobic world in today. People do not consider human beings as human beings. They mostly judge them by their gender or they judge them by their looks and in what sex they are born with. People trying to forget that anybody today in this world can do something. I'm the live example in front of you guys and girls. I have done almost, it's now 17 years that I've been struggling with my life. And today, it really gives me an honor to be what I am. Because I don't want to motivate or, show or boost about myself. But I'm happy what I am. I wanted to be this way and I am this way. I never wanted to be a female gender. I never wanted to be a male gender, but I always wanted to be neither a man nor a female. And I'm happy what I am today. Thank you.